Hi, I'm Lou Kuenzler, the author of Our Beautiful Game, which is a historical novel about girls playing football, and it's set during the First World War. And that sort of was my starting point for other books that I thought might be inspiring and great for you to read, and that I'd love to introduce you to if you don't know them. But I bet you do know the first one on my list, because the first one on my list is Michael Pergo's Warhorse, which I know many of you will have read. But for anyone thinking about books about war, books about the First World War in particular, you cannot do better than to read Michael Pergo's Warhorse. And certainly when I knew that I was thinking about writing a book about the First World War, I went back and I reread it, because he brilliantly captures the pain and the terror and the horror of what was really a dreadful war. And by putting it into the voice of the horse, the war horse at the centre of the story, he captures just the feelings for that conflict in such a fresh way that reflects back onto what humans were feeling. And it's a wonderful story, and it's also an inspiring story. It has very sad moments, but it's also full of hope and joy and redemption. So if you haven't read Warhorse, read it, but get your tissues ready, because you will weep. So Warhorse would be my first recommendation. Then I was thinking about, stories about conflict, stories about times of trouble, because I think they make for really exciting stories, because of all the strange things that are going on, the difficult things that are going on, and then how individual people deal with that. And so the next one is set in the Second World War, and it's Holly Webb's The Runaways, in which the central character Molly is struggling with everything that's going on in London, the Blitz, with London being bombed and then being an evacuee and taken out of everything that's familiar to her in her home during the Second World War, and sent off to live with strangers in a strange place. And for those of you who know Holly's books, Holly always writes brilliantly about animals, and so there's a wonderful dog character in The Runaways too. And it feels like a very nice companion piece to Our Beautiful Game, which is the First World War, and a young girl sort of trying to find her own place within her family and in the bigger world around her. And that's definitely in the Second World War what we see with The Runaways. My third one is not a story of war, but it's also a story of sort of conflict and strange times, which is The Somerset Tsunami by the magnificent Emma Carroll. And this is a story set in Somerset in 1616, which is the year Shakespeare dies. So it's a time that Jacobean England, I don't know a huge amount about that. So I loved, kind of finding a whole new period of time. But it's a time of natural disaster, which is something we're very familiar with today, but looking at how in the past, before we understood science as well as we do today, how superstition and blame, and who would be blamed for a huge wave that suddenly, crashes onto the shore and floods surrounding villages. So it's got witchcraft, but again, at the heart of it is a child, a young person, a girl trying to make sense of her own life. And the brilliant Fortune Sharp, who has a sort of strange history, and I'd read it just for that name alone. Who doesn't want to read the story of a girl called Fortune Sharp? So brilliant Somerset Tsunami, can't recommend it highly enough. And then I was thinking, it's really interesting to have looked at some historical stories of war and conflict and change. And then my next story is The Middler by Kirsty Applebaum, which is set in a fantasy time, but it's also a time of war and conflict and strangeness and things being out of kilter. And again, the middler, the middle child who has to make sense of things and discover what the war is really about. And I'm not sure if it's set in the future. I've obviously read it, but I'm still unsure if it's set in the future or an imagined world that's sort of parallel to ours. And I love that, of trying to guess what was real, what was imagined. And again, children at the heart of the story, trying to deal with the conflicts that are going on in the adult world, and then trying to make sense of that in the kids' world. And it's absolutely a phenomenal story. And it seems very everyday, but there's some incredibly strange stuff going on. And then finally, also taking that idea of conflict and times of stress and struggle, I've gone to the animal world and the brilliant Podkin One Ear, and there's a whole series of these. So if you love this, which I know you will, you can enjoy the whole series, which is by Kieran Larwood. And this is, as you can see from the front, Podkin One Ear is all about a community of rabbits and the terrible Gorm, who is the enemy, is encroaching upon them, and how, again, the very young rabbits have to make sense of that and escape from danger and make plans on their own to survive. And I love it. It's also a book that's sort of about storytelling. Storytelling and stories are at the heart of this book, as the rabbits gather around the fire in the evening to listen to the wise old storyteller. And then those stories come alive. So absolutely brilliant, Podkin One Ear. So I hope you enjoy those recommendations, and I hope if you want to get your hands on any of these, that you enjoy reading them, or any other books that you can find. Thank you so much for listening.